Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that...
There he goes!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Badgers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the hit knocks it loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw. It's Lincoln. He's got it. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such a great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got the back over the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they're able to make the tackle. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and a Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play.
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Bringing the heat. That's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Right on the money. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Nice move to keep running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Touchdown, Buckeye! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
Shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete on the comeback. Turning it on. Touchdown, Badgers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He'll take it himself. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws out the RPO. There he goes. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running behind that left side. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Using the quick game. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodhead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Line getting set on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He lost one down the sideline. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working that left side.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike somewhere, you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting, you get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Got the big tight end on the corner route. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He might want another play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Slings it downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside, and he blows loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying, breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense. Understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
Using his legs to buy some time. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Power football with the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Oh, what a caught! And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers!
times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double. Lasso.
Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Quarterback adapting. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the heat. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's dragged down.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelled the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all. And they fake the fake, and he wants to throw. He's got the tight end. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look